All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back live at the Leather Pocket Fair Match Fargo 10-ball tournament. We got a barn burner of a match here. Joe Spence taking on Aaron Arganoza. And I do need to change the other name. My apologies for that. I did get the Fargo correct in there. I didn't change the name. And Joe with a little safe shot here, it looks like. Thinning the right side of this one. Send that cue ball all the way around. Ideally behind the 8 or the 9, but he crashed the 8. I think he's left most of this one ball, if not all of it. Aaron may be able to play like a little stun shot. No, he tries to thin the right side of it too, but this time he sold it out. Mind you, 2-ball in jail up there. That will be an issue for Joe. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you're sharing that stream lots for us. Gonna have lots of great matches coming up tonight and tomorrow. Looks like Joe tried to draw into that 6-2. Just didn't quite smooth it enough. He kind of punched it a little. Had to get real smooth into that ball to get enough draw. Nonetheless, he has a couple safety options here. I think the best one is the cue ball behind the 3. Leave the 2 right on the 6. The 6 ball should hold the 2 relatively where it is now. And you just got to get the cue ball correct. So you kind of just focus on one thing. Looks like he got it right. Possibly leaked out a little bit. No, Aaron's looking at a rail, so good shot. Good shot from Joe. I don't know about bending it around the 3 the way he just looked. I don't think that's even possible. Brave thought, though. Very brave thought. And a pretty good shot there. Nice little hit and kept it contained somehow. Grant tuning back in with us.
Indeed. I know how hard it is to stream by yourself or commentate by yourself. Great shot by Joe.
Unless it goes in. Very good shot. Aaron hit the last one, which was really tough. This one is equally tough, if not tougher.
It's only tougher because the side pocket is right there.
He's going to bend this. He looked at bending the last one. He can go even further out than that. A little further to the left.
I think he's looking at natural line and maybe just going 2 rails to connect the underside of 2.
And that's where you bring in that side pocket.
Yep.
Like you were saying, that horn is
that
huge.
That horn is big, yeah. So I'll let you know, I just ordered some ribs. Oh, he scared it. So I'll be on until those come.
Then we're both going to jump off and eat the ribs.
Right. Well, I had to take a page out of your book there, and I ordered the honey garlic.
The ribs here are fantastic.
They are really good.
So let's see what Joe can do here.
Joe's been playing some great pool lately. He's really put a ton of work in.
He had a real grind his last match, too. I was watching it. I was only a couple tables away, and it was a 9-6 race, and it ended up going hill. And you could see he was making sure, you know.
Giving it the B shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good. Even race here, RT7.
Yeah, even race to 7 because only 30 points difference in Fargo. So I think it's like a game for every 40 points or something.
I think it's 50.
In that range. Is it 50? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, if it's over 50, you get a game. I think. I'd have to go back and double check the math, but I think that's the way it works.
So this is a nice even race to 7.
Ooh, came off live off that bottom rail.
Very live.
Still should be okay. That 5 will back cut to that left side. 2 rails around.
It's very thin. This is going to be a little bit hard to hold underneath the 6.
And you're more than welcome, Deborah. We thank you for tuning in. While you are tuned in, if you can help us out, smash that share button down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. We would appreciate that.
He went into the 6 geniusly.
That was really well done.
That was a fantastic shot.
And we now have both chats. Oh, never mind. We had both going. Never mind.
Thanks for sharing, Deborah. Appreciate it, as always. Joe's mom.
Nice little touchy shot here.
Yeah, it's okay to come a little far on this. It's better than being, too much underneath it.
Yep.
It's better to be too much above it.
I agree.
He can draw this over. He doesn't need to be perfect on the 8.
He can also go forward. Just go 2 rails.
I think, like the
Just
way,
because of the reach.
but the way Joe plays, he likes to draw the ball.
He does.
And he does it so well. How can you argue that? Look
Right.
at that stroke. That's fantastic.
This
Even
is the
with his
tricky.
extension pulled out.
This one might be tricky. Does he go forward 3 with left hand?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. The only thing that can go wrong is that left side pocket, but I don't think it straightens out that much. And he hits it soft enough to never get there because he knows that's a slight possibility, right?
You're right. What's going on, Marco? Thanks for tuning in. Nice little once back across.
Yeah, he might. I thought he might even go twice across because you can see how that cue ball wants to keep going, right?
Yeah. Well, and I was saying earlier in the streams that when you're cutting a ball, the weight of that cue ball actually carries through the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The thinner you hit the ball, the more weight that cue ball will carry through.
Yeah, like you can avoid some scratches on some weird angles and all kinds of stuff because it will carry through.
But it can also curse you if you're not aware of that.
That's right. You have to keep in mind that it's going to throw quite a bit different when you're hitting the ball thin. Cut-induced throw.
But Joe's been, I know he was over last night. We had a good conversation. He's putting in a lot of time on the tables.
Yeah, he's very focused right now.
Very, very
Yeah,
focused.
driven. He sees kind of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There's light at the end of the tunnel finally, and there never was for a long time. This was the light.
I keep teasing everybody. I keep telling them that in the next week and a half or so, we'll be making a pretty big announcement.
Soon. We've been teasing them for a long time.
Yeah, we have. But this one's a big one.
This is a good one.
This is the biggest announcement that we've ever put out. Got something for you to read between racks. Sounds good.
Grant loves reading.
I do. I'm a fan of learning.
I enjoy
is where
reading
I'm at.
as well. Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, even when I'm at home doing nothing, which is not very often. But I always like to. I gotta learn something, right? And I may not know it in depth. I know enough to be dangerous. Things like quantum mechanics and quantum physics and understanding quasars and multi-quasars and stuff outside of pool.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate that, Dave.
Well, Grant's going to have some ribs coming soon, so he can eat it read it while he's eating his ribs.
Indeed. Peter, how are you, my man? Tuning in Adelaide, Australia, in the house. I love it.
You tuned in for a good one here, Peter. Both these guys are incredibly powerful on the table.
Oh, they are extremely good.
And they've played each other a couple of times.
They have.
Once in a really long race.
And a Conomowoc. I know you want to visit. I'll be there someday. We'll make it.
And this is going to be a very different match from the last one we watched.
Yes.
Because both these guys like to just get to work.
Yeah.
Especially Aaron.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, well, I think I'll just duck and play here if there's an open shot, but the likelihood's not that these guys are going full out.
Or double check, like even if you guys were watching me earlier, I was double checking a lot, you know, coming around. I would come around and look at the 5 here, you know.
Yeah.
Where
But
these
then,
these guys aren't doing that. These guys are they're feeling good, so they're just
got a nice little jelly bump from the 9 ball.
yeah, that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
Does the 8 pass into the bottom right though?
I think it does. I think it'll go past that 10.
It goes into the bottom left for sure. If it doesn't go into the bottom right, it is in a bit of a weird spot with where you just put the 9.
Marlene says, watching from Philadelphia. I love CSL. We appreciate that, Arlene. Big time.
And Peter.
You'll really, really like the announcement that we got coming out. Right, I can tell you already that the Q Sports Live, the CSL IPL, Q Sports Live International Pool League, it is now sponsored by Predator. So we can put up a couple of posters with that, you know, throughout the match and in between racks. But if you are looking to up your game, that's the way to do it. And I know I sound like a broken record because I've mentioned it, gosh, I don't know how many times already, but if you really want your live game to get good, get into the CSL IPL.
It's definitely helping all the players that have been involved. Nothing but good feedback from them.
Indeed.
Really nice shot from Joe there.
And I know with the state of where Australia is at, Pete, would be really, really a great thing for those in Australia that don't really have the option right now to be playing pool. It really, really recreates that pressure situation, the same as if you were playing live, and the same as the camaraderie, which I find is one of the big selling points of the CSL IPL, is it does really recreate that camaraderie that you get when you go around and you normally play in tournaments.
That's right. So we will be doing a Q&A on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday.
See how I set up that nice little
Yeah, it was
segue
perfect.
right there?
It was perfect. If you guys have any questions about the league, or if you just want to tune in and listen to Grant and I banter for a little bit, Wednesday at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, we'll go over all the different rules, format, mostly be all-inclusive, everything you need to know about the league. Looks like a dry break from Joe here. This is a struggle I know all about.
Oh, that's a good one. Nope. That is awesome. Burger King. I love it.
That was the story between racks. Okay.
That was the story
I
between
get
racks. I like it.
Nice shot from Aaron there. Froze him up on the 6 ball. Joe's really only got maybe top rail or right side rail to go 2, or just play this left side rail, go 1 rail into it, which is what he's looking at
Could
here.
go top rail up here.
That was my first thought was, top rail or right side rail.
Yeah.
But no, he's looking at 1 rail off this left side rail. The side pocket's a little bit in the way, but I think he can spin it enough. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, see how full he hit that?
And not terrible outcome.
No, and he knew where those balls were going. That wasn't a guess. He was playing the cue ball there, knowing the 2 would probably end up on one side of the table and the cue ball down table. Look at this shot from Aaron. He's really just jailing him here.
Yeah, nice weight there.
And this is kind of perfect, with being in Aaron's spot. Joe's kind of getting in a groove,
Yeah, yeah.
And this is exactly what you want to do to him right now.
Yeah.
Slow him down.
Yeah.
Start playing some saves.
So do you go behind the 6?
Think a little. Yeah, 2 rails
rails?
behind the 6. I didn't see. Did he call the 2 in the side or the corner?
He
though?
called it in the side.
Okay, that's smart. That's what you want to do. You do want to call that shot, even though you're not really trying to make it.
Didn't quite get to where he wanted to be, but you got the hit. You saved yourself ball in hand there, and that's the important thing.
Arlene, I'm not sure what the match will be after this. I actually think I might be up before this match is done with the way the tournament's going right now. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure if you missed my match. I did play my first round match on this table against Tony.
Yeah, I came out victorious there. And don't let the score fool you in that match against with Ben playing Tony.
Oh, it could have went either way.
Well, and I think and I think I said it even during that match. If this was a pre-COVID match, you were in tough to go 10-5.
Well, I'll tell you, like, her attitude towards it. She was like, 10-5, do you want to gamble? She said after, just jokingly, you know,
Yeah.
but I could tell that she felt good about that spot, right?
For sure she does.
And she should. She plays
Of course.
really good. So
Plays really well. Do
But-
we have a 5-10 combo coming up?
I think that's the only way out here. I don't think the 5 passed the 9 in the left side. So unless you want to run all the way down underneath it, play in the right side or the top right corner.
underhit
Oh
it.
my goodness, he came up way
Well,
short.
underhit that.
Did
so
it?
now, you know what? You may as well take the flyer at the 5-10 combo, send the cue ball 2 rails, play the 2-way.
You know what happened there was it skidded.
Did it?
Yeah, I was thinking too. There's no way he hit that. Like, you look how powerful his stroke was, and then how slow
yeah.
the cue ball came off. Yeah, it caught a little hop on him there.
Killed it.
But
So
yeah,
you may as well take the flyer at the 5-10.
that's right. As you were
Right.
saying, yeah, and you just send the cue ball safe, right?
Yeah, 2 rails up, play the safety, or the 2-way, I should say.
You might have to. Oh, he's only playing safe, and he's played it really well. This is
yeah.
kind of showing you Aaron's level of skill. He's
Knowledge.
Yeah, not only does he have, you know, super cue action, just pounds the balls in great, but his knowledge is upper level.
Awesome. And I can tell you, the ribs just got here, and I can't do it.
They smell good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna order some too.
I was gonna
Enjoy.
I was gonna wait, but now that they're sitting under my nose, I can't do it.
Eat.
I'll be back.
And Arlene, if you missed it, you can always go back and watch. All our videos are saved on YouTube and Facebook. So you can always go back and watch if you like. It was a long match, though. It was long. I think I won 10-2, but it was like hour and 40 minutes, something like that. Joe giving this one the long look, and he's jumping, which I like. This is probably the easiest way to make contact. There's no good 2-rail hit there, so. Oh, a nice speed on that ball. He was holding the cue ball up table if he didn't get the double kiss. Oh, great chance for Aaron to get on the board here. Let's see what he can do. Kind of have to punch this one out. Oh, unless he plays this side. Needs a rub. And he got it. He got it perfectly. I'm pretty close to this ball, but I think he can draw it back, play the 7 in the same hole. Land straight in. That's where you want to be most times. These end balls. Another good shot. One more good shape shot should do it. He'd love to land straight in on the 9 as well. I think he's got to draw straight back here. Oh, he punched it over. That's a good shot. Just enough angle to punch it over. He's landed perfect. The smooth draw. The 10 straight in to get on the board. Trailing 2-1. Winner breaks here. Race to 7. Fargo Fair Match 10-ball tournament at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. And it looks like that's running to the washroom quick. Possibly grabbing some water and such. Make sure if you're ever in the Calgary area, come check out Leather Pocket. Beautiful pool room. 8 9-foot diamonds, 8 7-foot diamonds, 6 Valley bar tables. Pure pool room. Amazing conditions. We're super spoiled here. Really nicely kept diamond tables. Predator Arcos 2 balls. All the best. So Aaron to break. Trailing 2-1, race to 7. Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us. We're going to have at least a couple more matches tonight. I think this tournament will conclude early tomorrow. I believe the plan is to try to get it done around the time of the 10-ball tournament tomorrow. The weekly 10-ball starts at 2 o'clock. I think they're going to try to run that. We'll be down to maybe 3 or 4 players tomorrow, I would imagine. These are 9-foot tables, Eric. 4.5 by 9. I know the camera can be very deceiving. Sometimes they look like bar boxes on the camera. Look at that break. Just hammered it. Cue ball got kissed about 2 or 3 times to end up back down here. Super powerful break there. Yeah, got kissed like 3 times. So I think we're going to see him play a push out. After the break, you do have the option in 9-ball or 10-ball to play a push. You don't have to hit the object ball. You can push the cue ball anywhere onto any ball, pocket another ball. Then your opponent has the option of shooting from where you leave it or making you shoot again. So what Aaron's going to do here is push to a jump shot, which is going to end up not being a jump shot. So way too tight. He wanted to leave a little more room to jump this ball. Joe is not even getting out of his chair, of course. No need to. So he just wanted to leave like about 2 ball widths between cue ball and the 4, and then he was going to jump at the 1 ball. Or Joe was going to jump at the 1. I still feel like it was probably going to be handed back just because shape wasn't guaranteed. And the 1 is a little far up table, so you could lose the cue ball a bit. But nonetheless, Aaron is in jail. He's put himself in jail. He plays safe on everyone, this guy, even himself. What's up, Warren Saffel? Yeah, this guy plays such good safes, he even hooks himself. 3 rails here, maybe? The 1 rail is very tough, especially with the rest. I was kind of thinking he might try 2 or 3. Sort of off the bottom rail, right side rail, and then up that way. Yeah, because this was super low percentage to hit that ball off 1 rail with the rest. Jacked up over a ball. Usually I would say maybe tie up a ball, something like that, but he didn't have too many easy options to tie up a ball either. So Joe with a chance to take back the 2-game lead. Yeah, 4 rails even there, Dave. I saw that too. It might have been a little more effective than the 1 rail. I think the 1 rail was real tough there. So let's see how Joe navigates his 4 ball. It doesn't go on the side, so he's going to have to play good angle on the 3 to play the 4 in probably the top left corner. Can't see him doing anything but that. I think just, oh, he goes all the way down table. That surprises me a little. And now he's elevated over the 10, makes this a nightmare. 4 or 5 combo lays decent. Usually you hate to shoot those balls if you don't have to. You'd rather just leave the 5 over the hole, play the 4 in the corner, and have a hanger on the 5. He was just straight enough to roll it in, sacrifice the distance. Combo lay's not bad. He just needs to control the 4 here. Video's not stopping on our end, Floyd. Could just be connection issue on yours. Maybe shut down the app or the program and restart it. See if that helps. Definitely let us know if it keeps up, but we're watching on Facebook and YouTube as well. It's running pretty clear on our end. Does he go for the bank here, or is this purely safety? Well, it's purely safety, and it looks like he's played well, but as they say, there's always a window. There's always a gap. Yeah, good on everyone else's end. Just you, Floyd, hopefully can just reset the app or the program and it'll fix it for you. He calls the bank, but he's not really going for it. As you can see by his cue ball, he's totally hooked on the 7 if he does make the bank, so that was purely safe. He called the bank in case he hit it really funny, which I don't mind doing in this game. I think it's important to factor in everything and just call something even if you are playing safe, unless you're 1,000% sure. Joe's going to kick at this ball. Just try to contain this. Leave the cue ball around the 4. Send the 4 up near the 10-7. It banked out a little farther than he wanted. His speed wasn't bad if it kind of stayed near the line underneath the 9. Hear that, Arlene? Or Grant? Arlene always loves your commentary. Grant's sitting beside me, Arlene. It's Ben right now. But we always get a kick how they mix up our voices. After all this time, still sound that much alike, I guess. A couple of good shots from Aaron, looking at tying up this match. Gonna make it a race to 5 instead of 7. Oh, he'd rather not have the cue ball on the rail. That was a little bit careless. Little bit careless, and now he needs to take more care in this shot. If he just took a little bit more care in the last shot, he wouldn't be here. I don't see it being a huge problem. The dude shoots super straight. We've seen that much. Grant is eating. He's enjoying those ribs.
I'm about done though. Couldn't finish them.
I may finish them after. Yeah, I'm good for right now, but
I'll leave them over here.
yeah. Just don't put them too close to Joe. That's the trick, right? All right, make sure if you guys haven't already, go check out CSLIPL.com. We got the next session of Ghost League starting February 7th. That's a week Monday. Only a little over a week away. Make sure you guys get signed up. Fantastic way to practice, as well as earn yourself a few dollars in prize money and meet some new friends along the way. We have a fantastic group of players there. Super great guys and gals. See how he took a little off that break to get that ball in the side. It didn't help him on the one ball, but he took a little off to make sure that ball went straighter in the side. What's up, Jason? Has been a minute. Troy says, let's go, Joe. Does he have rib sauce on both cheeks, Eric asks. Yeah, probably. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. And Jason says I'm a better shooter. I don't know. Better than who? Not today. Not yet, anyway. Maybe I'm saving it up for the end. Maybe that's the trick today. Saving it up for my next match, which should be relatively soon. Can't see it being too long until I'm up again. Keith wants to know, where have we been? Haven't heard our voices in a long time. Some other guys always commenting, he says. It's Rod Arriagata, one of our partners. He streams out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. He's live just about every week. And he's live today and this weekend streaming a fantastic tournament out in Manitoba there. We have been super busy. We've been doing all kinds of different stuff. And we'll be announcing that to everybody relatively soon. We can go as far as to tell everyone that Predator has sponsored the Ghost League. So in the open division, on both table sizes, the winner of each session will earn themselves an entry into the Predator Pro Billiard Series event of their choosing. Each session, both table sizes in the open. Predators also generously sponsored the junior program, so they'll be sending over some great poison gear, cues, cases, stuff like that. Yeah, at the hangar, yeah. Yeah, Grant shoots pretty sporty too. At the hangar, Dave says. Yeah, that's where Rod is streaming. And we love watching him too, Arlene. I love tuning into Rod's streams. He does a fantastic job. He keeps the pool scene going in Manitoba. He's great for the game. Grant back just in time.
Just
to
in
miss
time.
Absolutely nothing.
Other than to hear Rod getting the compliments, and full deserved. He does a great job in Manitoba.
And yeah, Eric, that was pretty rare. Aaron tried to jump the ball. He didn't even get the cue ball like an inch off the cloth. It literally didn't go anywhere. And I don't think he miscued. I just think he misstroked it.
Little overhit here, I think.
He gets a slow bounce. See that?
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to bounce a little higher, but he gets a slow bounce, and this is not bad at all. And Joe likes this kind of shot.
It's doable, but it may bring that 9 ball into play depending on how soft he hits this.
Yeah, I think he can hold this nice. This is like right up Joe's alley, you know, that nice little stun. Yeah, low on the cue ball. That's his favorite way to play the game.
And he's so good at these shots.
Well, and you can't blame him. That's how you should play this game, because you don't get those skids. You don't get the weird contact as much when you're playing low on the ball. And he just hits that as good as anybody,
perfect.
you know. He could have landed wherever he wanted on the 6 from there. It's like a hanger.
The way I'm playing right now, I miss more than Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line. It's just bad.
You're not putting in the kind of time Joe is, that's for sure.
No, I'm not putting in any time, to be honest.
And it's hard. This is a hard game if you're not putting in a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not putting in any time by any stretch.
That's right. No time.
Too busy.
0 time. Jason's got it right. Good matchup. Really good matchup these guys are. As Jason knows, they've played before. Tyler can't play at all. Tyler, I know
you
you're
can play,
working.
Tyler.
He's working too much. That's what it is.
You can play.
I keep trying to talk him into it, but
you just got to join the CSL IPL.
He doesn't want anything to do with what I tell him anymore. All right, well, these ribs are staring at me too, so I'm gonna eat them all.
Yeah,
they're still lukewarm.
They hit right. All right, I'll take over until Ben has satisfied himself with those ribs, because they are good. Joe looking good for the run out here. 7 ball top left. Once off that left side rail, back out, and 9 ball to the left side rail. You love that, do you? I figured that was a good one. I was waiting. I've used that 3 times already throughout the day. Nobody's commented on it, so I appreciate it. I kind of thought it was funny. So after an answer back at 2 from Aaron, Joe looking to claw one back for his side. working and currently stuck in bed. Yikes. Bed, but sometimes a little bit of extra time in the bed's not a bad thing. Get rested up. And a great matchup, guys. So do us a favor, give that share button a little love down on the bottom left-hand side of that screen. Help us out. We'll keep everybody as entertained as what we possibly can. As much as we possibly can. I'll throw in the odd joke every now and again. Just to make sure everybody's listening, keep you on top of your toes. Let's see if Joe can get a ball off the break. I know he's come up dry. There he is. There's the break he's looking for. Holy Hannah. He just made up for the first two that he came up dry on. Unfortunately, though, he's got to shoot from downtown. Nice little chip off the three. Use that 10-7 as blockers. Yes, hit the like button while you're at it. Deborah sent Joe back with moose steak. I'll tell you what, usually it's Joe that comes over to our place for dinner. He's not usually the cook. Steph's the cook, and he's the eater of whatever she prepares. But she is a very good cook, but I'm up for it if he's willing. He was just over at the house last night. Nice power in on that 4 ball. Sits perfect on the 5 ball. Almost perfect. Can't tell if he's straight. Might have a little angle to play with. He cooks. I don't think so. Not that I've seen. He might be able to, but he doesn't. But now that I know that, I might have to let him know we're in for it. Does that 7 ball pass the 10? I don't think it does to that bottom right-hand corner. This could get a little tricky. Once off the rail to the right side of the table. He hit that pretty good. Might have to draw into this, check that right side rail. Goes forward instead, either which. Sitting perfect on the 8 ball. Looks like we're going to go tie ball game. These guys are duking it out back and forth and back. Indeed. And we got to give a little love, a little shout out to Nick's Q Innovations, local here in Calgary. You can get a hold of him, 403-667-3173. You do not have to be in Calgary to utilize his services. He does all the repair and Q work for all of us here at Q Sports Live, and phenomenal at what he does. You can also find him on Facebook as well. And I'm glad you mentioned it, Deborah, because now I'll be pressing on Joe. Show us what he's got on the stove. Never mind on the pool table. Oh, you know it. I didn't know that Joe cooked. But now I know that's a dangerous secret to let out of the bag. And now I know the secret. Pretty decent layout here, especially if the 5 goes past the 9. Might be able to run into the 9 here. Oh, got to get the first part of the equation correct. Make the 3 ball. They may have found the break indeed. Does he get the love? He got the love. 4 ball helping out Joe. Aaron's got to come with a shot here. Does he have the room to go off that left side rail between the 4-10 to make the 3? Or is he going to try the hopper? It looks like he's going over the 4. That is a tight jump shot. He's going to have to jack up. Jack up on this shot, that's for sure. Because I think that's full 4. Full 4 within 2 cue ball widths. Gets it up and over. Is this going to lay up? That was about as good of an attempt as you're going to see without making it. He can cook a decent steak. All right, Troy. Good to know. Ben's sitting over here shaking his head going, yep, I guess we need to find out about this. We need to put that to the test. Very well done. I like that he didn't slow roll that. Put that in with some power. Gave it the old be sure. Draw back maybe 2 rails here. Could be single. We'll see. See if that 5 ball goes off that rail, off the 9 and in. Or if Joe can make that straight. I can't quite tell from here. But instead tries to cheat a little bit. And as per, that 4 ball sitting like a duck. And it's one of the differences you're going to see. We have a couple of the Predator 9-foot tables coming. They'll be here in April. And one of the differences that you'll see by the way that they've designed those Predator tables, when you miss a ball like that, it's designed so that it does not stick in that pocket. It's designed to spit that out. You can still get it to do it if you shoot soft enough. But on those kind of pinch shots or power shots, if it rattles, it's designed to spit that ball back out of the pocket. So it'll be interesting to see the playability between those 2 tables. Caught that a little bit thick. I think at this point you just got to go for the bank here. You could play safe using the 9 ball, but I think the safe is just as hard as the bank. Yeah, you're welcome, Vincent. Glad you could tune in. Joe is, both Joe and Aaron, very, very well-known players here in Calgary, Alberta. Joe plays on Ben's team, Ben Francis. You'll hear him on the mic. And Ben's got a Fargo, I believe, 723. He's dropped a little bit. He was up at a 728, but they both play on the same team, known as Barry's team. They've gone down and won the Vegas Nationals in the Masters division as a 3-peat. Had COVID not hit, they were going down to take away and play for the 4-peat. So it was it's Ben Francis, Joe Spence, Stephen Holem, Mark Vinogradov. Who am I missing? Johnny Triple P. So a little bit of an up and over here for Joe. See if he takes that 8-ball to that right-hand side pocket. No, he is kicking the 8 to that left side. Wow. Really, really nice effort from Joe there. Didn't miss by much, that's for sure. And even with Aaron here, not an easy shot given the cue ball's a little bit on the rail. So we'll see whether he just hits this with a little bit of left-hand spin and goes back and forth across the table. Indeed he did. But again, with these diamond tables, you've got to be sure, hit the center of the pocket. So it's a follow-through shot here for Joe. Might put a little bit of a punch stroke on it. Collect or send the cue ball into that left side rail, back out. Just like that. Not quite sure if he's dead straight on that 9. Dead straight's not good. That makes getting shaped to the 10 a little bit tougher to do, but Joe definitely has a stroke. If he is straight, he can draw this straight back. A little bit of right-hand spin. Looks like he is going forward, so top left. 2 rails. Might catch the 3rd here. Looking good. Take the lead. Job well done. They're making these 9-foot tables look relatively easy. Not something that I could do. 9-foot tables are not my speed. I'm more on the 7-foots, and even those as of late, I just haven't been able to put in really any time as of late. Another big announcement coming up here with Jam Up Apparel as well, guys. Go check them out, jamupapparel.com. And I'll tell you, they have the biggest announcement coming in their history, our history. I am also part owner of Jam Up Apparel. But we have the largest announcement in our history as well coming up with Jam Up Apparel. That one will be out earlier. That's probably looking Tuesday or Wednesday. So you'll definitely want to pay attention to that one. That one's a monster announcement. That one's a gooder. Missed the 7-foot tournaments, yeah. I know we've had a few. Obviously, the weekly tournaments here in Calgary, they run every week. We do get to stream some of those. We try to make it out and stream as much as we possibly can. It's just been, as of late, it has been just unbelievably busy. So unfortunately, we haven't made it out as much as what we'd like to. But as we get things kind of accomplished and announcements made and things put in place, we'll start to be able to get back to putting in time on the stream. And as things open up, of course, we're looking to travel. We got a truck, we'll travel. If we can't drive there, we'll fly there. We'll be looking to get back to the same state as what we were pre-pandemic. So we will be going down to Vegas for VNEA. We'll be bringing you all the action there. And that one's a bigger stream. So in Vegas for VNEA, we'll be streaming the quote-unquote the Players' Dome. We'll have a floating stream where we can kind of jump out into the crowd and stream just about any match that we want to put on the stream. We'll be doing the Suds and Chips party. We'll also be streaming the banquet. So we'll bring you bring all the action that's happening in Vegas for VNEA. Mr. Andrew Jaworski. How are you, sir? I will most certainly say hi to Steph for you. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a minute. We don't get to stream very much. Not as of late. We will get back to that point. We just got a ton on our plate. Mr. Ben Francis joining in perfect time to reiterate what I'm saying and the fact that it's been just ungodly busy. So we haven't been streaming as much as what we had wanted, but we'll get back there.
Yeah, thankfully we got guys like Rod out there just working away.
Yeah, steady
live
Eddie.
every week.
Yeah.
Safe shot from Joe is getting away from him.
It is nice window for Aaron between that 3-8.
I was listening to snooker. I watch a lot of snooker. And they say there's always a gap.
Always a gap.
Always. And I started paying more attention to him. Like, there is always a gap. If it's possible to find like this weird little window, it's always there.
Indeed. Andrew is saying hi to you on YouTube.
What's up, Andrew?
Yeah, we miss seeing you in the league here as well, Mr. Andrew. I don't know if you've heard. Maybe, potentially. Has Andrew heard the news about the Predator sponsorship on the league?
I don't know.
We'll ask him.
But think he probably has. He follows Pool pretty closely.
He does. We'll see if he's heard.
Oh, look at this, Aaron.
Cue ball got a little bit away from Aaron. I think he's okay.
He's got a big stroke. This is going to require all of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of accuracy. He's got to draw this all the way to the left side rail and back out.
Yeah, and you can't really put too much draw. You almost have to just straight punch.
Yeah, it's like a stun. This is a tricky little shot. It's easy to miss the ball. But he peers it in the heart. What a shot. He's funny again, though. This is not a routine to get to the 7. I think he can top left this.
Try and cheat a little bit. Just watch out.
Oh, he had angle going the other way.
Tons. Yeah, he's good.
Looked like he was straight going the other way.
Yeah, I thought he would have to go to the top rail first. In which case, being that tight in brings in that left-hand side of the pocket. Right?
And the right side pocket. Oh, my goodness. What has he done? Oh, that's a huge mistake in this match. 5-3 or 4-4. And Joe just absolutely flew out of his chair.
That's a big gift. This puts a two-game spot, which he had to lead. And then Aaron came back that too, and we've been back and forth ever since.
Jaworski's been playing.
Look out!
Been playing bar box straight pool. I love straight pool, Andrew. It's my jam. I ran a 149 on Grants Table like a few months back.
Yeah, you did. Haven't heard about the CSL IPL sponsorship deal. Give me the deets. He's living under a rock, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the CSL IPL sponsored by Predator. So in the open division 7-foot as well as the 8 and 9 foot, the winner of those not only get the cash, but they get a paid entry into any of the Predator Pro Series events. Also sponsoring the junior program with the Poison brand. It's that top corner. You remember in your match, it was that top corner that...
Unbelievable, too. He hit that really good.
He did.
You know, and if he was going to miss it, he had to overcut it, then it would have got safe.
Yep.
Not quite.
Yep.
Caught the horn.
Yeah. And then we've got a few other little things that we're working on, Andrew. Those will be ready to announce here in the next week or week and a half, give or take.
48 is pretty sporty, too, Andrew. That straight pool, that's a tough game.
It is.
Underhit. Jason Shaw made it look way easier than it is. My high run on the 9-foot's only 86. But I did run a 68 yesterday and a 67.
Should we put out a teaser?
For straight pool?
No, for one of the things in regards to straight pool and one of the potential podcasts.
What podcast?
That we have coming for CSL.
That's totally on you. Oh, nice shot from Joe.
Really nice shot there.
Really, really nice shot to take a 5-3 lead. And that was a big game because they both missed the 8 ball.
Yeah. A couple of times.
Aaron missed the 7, then Joe missed the 8.
I'll tell you this much. I know that Ben's off, he's off talking right now, but I can say this, that we have a very special podcast coming out. We're not going to get into the whole podcasting arena, but on that particular one, that one will be rather exciting. Oh, very nice. Congratulations, Andrew. Job well done. Congrats on the promotion at work as well. And glad to hear things are going well with your Warski pool practice. You can check that out on YouTube if you guys haven't already. You'll see the man, the myth, and the legend himself. And I do believe Ben is off to go play his match against Genman Luke, so we'll send him the well wishes. Good luck to both players. In the meantime and in between time, I'll take care of business here on the live stream. Wow. What a shot. Wow. I think he called safe, but put it in the heart of the pocket. Must have called safe. That's why you're seeing Aaron up at the table. Unfortunately, left it wide open there for Joe. The tricky part is the 4-ball here. You can make the 3-ball top right hand. Going to have to go 2 rails, top rail, side rail, avoid the 9 and the 10, and come all the way back down table. Just caught it thick. Doesn't quite get the jelly rub he was looking for. You want to be on the podcast. Everybody's good. Trust me. Everybody with who we've got as guests for that particular podcast. We're not going to jump into the podcast with CSL. I might be working on my own little thing, but with Q Sports Live, we're not going to jump into the podcast arena. However, that being said, Andrew, we do have one particular podcast that we are going to be doing. The guests on it is unbelievable. I won't say who they are. Once we know the date, then we'll announce it, and it's that'll be a good one. That'll be one that I think almost the entire planet is going to want to be tuned in for. And good luck on your other opportunities as well. Aaron looking to claw one back. Gets good on the 5 ball. Nothing to do except make the 5 ball. Cue ball floats up off that right side rail. Sits perfect for the 6 to the bottom left. Oh, we might overhit a touch. He overhit a lot on that. That's going to bring the 10 ball into play. Just wanted to be straight in on that 6. It's hit and stick from there. On the 7 ball, draw back for the 8. Yeah, we got a lot coming down the lines, Andrew. That's for sure. A couple of really big announcements. One with, well, I guess 2 with Q Sports Live, and then of course one with Jam Up Apparel. The one with Jam Up will be the largest announcement that we've ever made with Jam Up Apparel in our history. Big things. So that'll be a lot of fun, and then Q Sports Live will follow that announcement with 2 of the biggest announcements that we've ever made. And I'll say this much, pool's looking exciting here over the course of the next 4 or 5 years. So Aaron following up, clawing one back off Joe. And of course, if you are interested in the CSL IPL, that is the Q Sports Live International Pool League, we are doing a Q&A. It'll be this Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll go over all of the ins, the outs, who can play, how do you play, everything pertaining to the CSL IPL we'll go through on Wednesday evening. Next session is starting on February 7th, so if you are looking to play, it is open to players anywhere around the world. You simply need access to a table, be that at home or at any of the local pool halls around you. And certainly if you're looking to up your game a little bit, that is most certainly the way to do it. How close to the finals are we? Not very. I know we're live again all day tomorrow, so tomorrow will be the finals. Andrew, we can talk. Just send me a message. And I got to be honest, at this point, my time right now, don't think I'm just ignoring you. I've had a lot of messages from friends and so on and so forth that I'm normally extremely responsive to messages. Right now, my time is I've never ever worked so hard at doing what I'm doing, all for good reasons. So don't think I'm just ignoring you. That's certainly not the case. But send me a message, and it's something we can certainly look at. That a boy, John Clark. Good to hear, brother, and congratulations. Guys, help us out. Johnny has joined us in fatherhood. Had the baby, I think, yesterday at some point. Yeah, you do, Andrew. It's just busy, and for good reason. Once everybody once we make that announcement with Q Sports Live here in the next week and a half or so, it'll make sense to those that I haven't been as expeditious in getting back to. I'm working on some big things right now. Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Johnny, I can't say it enough, my man. Congratulations. Welcome to one of the best jobs on the planet. Welcome to fatherhood, my man. There's no feeling like it. That's for sure. Is Aaron going to get away with this? Is that 9 going to help him? Nope. 7 ball. Getting free and clear of the 9 ball. This will put Joe in 3 rails around for the 8 ball, top left, up by the 10 ball. Instead, Drew, danger, danger. And that is why I go forward 3, not draw 1. What's going on, Patrick Neal? Mothers might argue over that for sure. But then to them, it's also the best job in the world. But for fathers, there's no better job for a man than being a dad. Which is what I meant in that, James. Hopefully that came through. Yeah, tough shot, shooting out of the pocket here. He's definitely got the skill to do it. And I kind of like jacking up there. I don't like going forward. You just set yourself up for a harder shot on the 9 ball. Sometimes you got to take your punishment. Put the 8 in the back of the pocket. Nice little draw. Kind of got away with it a little bit there. Aaron's got to shoot this from downtown. Almost like the spot shot for the Predator Pro Series events, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. I know there's lots of people out there that are not fans of that structure that that Predator has on their Pro Series events. Once you're there and you see it live in person, you will become a fan of that. I put out a post there with Nayuki Oi and Jesus, and I'll tell you, the excitement that created around the room was unreal. I haven't seen that kind of excitement in a long time in pool. We are tie ball game, 5 apiece. It is a race to 2. Hey, sounds good, Andrew. We'll talk at you, my man. Yeah, Bang Time Pool says, I like the tiebreaker. Here's the thing, right? And here's why I like it so much. There's a couple of different reasons. Number one, the excitement level that it creates. It's the same as in hockey when when you got the shootout going in hockey. And the longer it goes, the more shots that go, the more exciting it gets, and it just builds that excitement level. But on top of that, what it does to the structure of the game when you're playing, for example, some are saying, oh, it needs to be a longer race. So if you did that and it's a race to, say 8, and it goes tie ball game, right? You're hill. The typical structure, player A gets up, breaks, and runs. Good for him. A little bit anticlimactic for the match overall, right? You've had a great match. They've battled back and forth, very similar to what's going on here, right? And so it puts the fate of whether you win or lose in cases of a tie ball game. It puts the fate of the match in both players' hands because you get a shot at the table. You get to shoot the spot shot. And I think once people look at it that way, it might change the view. Yeah, dude, it was to share, Andrew, that video, it doesn't even give you a tenth of the excitement that was there at that moment, right? It was so intense that the guys that were on the Billiard TV stream table asked if they could stop to watch it. I've never seen that happen, ever. It was the most excitement that I've felt in pool in a long, long, long time. That's exactly correct, Bang Time Pool, making the comment on YouTube. It doesn't come down to a coin flip. You at least get out of your chair 4 times, and the fate is up to you, right? Like, you look at how Jesus and Naoki Oi went to battle. 14 straight shots, spot shots. And it was just amazing. It was so amazing to feel that. The electricity in the room was unbelievable. It was just awesome. Yeah, and this is, this is the problem I think with even with long races, right? You look at this battle, right, and both of these guys, they've been trading blows back and forth. And if this goes hill and somebody breaks and runs, it's really an anticlimactic finish to an otherwise phenomenal match. So I'm a big fan of what Predator has done and the format that they've come up with. Well, and that's exactly correct, Patrick. Right? We've tried it this way for how long, and pool hasn't changed, right? I don't think, and I won't go. This is as far into this as what I'm going to go with the matchroom announcement. I just don't think that 9-ball is the right choice. I don't think it's the right game. It is certainly, in my opinion, not the game of the pros. But that's as far into that as what I'll go. But we've tried it this way for so long, and pool needs to have a little bit of, they need an injection in the arm. We do. This industry does. And I think Predator nailed it. Well, and I know that Joe's got to be looking to take this game because, what a hit. What a hit. Does he get the reward for it, though? He gets half rewarded. I think Aaron can still make the 4. So he gets the half reward, but great hit. What a shot. Oh, nice little feather touch from Aaron there. Really well done. May have to punch this below the 10, just straight follow it out. Looking at drawing to put the 6 into the top right here. Oh, well done. It's those touchy shots. That's where the difference makers are. It's those slight little touchy shots. Hit that one really well. I think Aaron's starting to smell the blood in the water here. Can't count Joe out by any stretch, but if he can contain his excitement and his adrenaline, got to favor him to get onto the hill first. And in winter break format, doesn't want to be on this rail. Oh, that cue ball turned out a little bit, but not terrible. That's okay. Nice little smooth stroke here, maybe a touch of left hand. Just got to watch out for that left side pocket. Oh, he's hit it perfect. Oh my goodness. No. What did he do? What did he do? He's so, wow. What happened there? Joe Spence getting the hill first. Well, and it you know what, it kind of gets into that point, Andrew, and I'll just read his comment for those on Facebook. Nine ball's easy to watch for the average fan, or more importantly, the new viewer. And I would challenge this, that I think that is more on the commentator than the actual game. And I'll give you the prime example. If you watch any sport, and I don't care which one it is, hockey, baseball, football, basketball, if you watch that sport and you turn the volume off, not very exciting to watch. None of them are. So the difference makers is in the commentating. And I think that's a commentator's job. It's his responsibility, his or her responsibility, to try to create that drama, to try to create that excitement where it becomes fun to watch, regardless of what game it is. Yeah, I did see that Patrick as well, where Emily said they're willing to listen to players, and I hope that's true. I just don't think that nine ball is the game of pros. Combat sports are fun to watch because at any moment a hockey game might break out. Ain't that the truth, right? Exactly my point, right? Bang Time Pool on YouTube. They tried no announcers in the NFL about 25 years ago, was not good, 100%. So regardless of whether it's 9 ball, 10 ball, 8 ball, 1 pocket straight pool, it doesn't matter. It is commentators that will make the difference in drawing in fans, right? Because you can create that excitement and drama if you're good at your job. Right? But again, it's only my opinion, and it's worth what everybody paid for it. It ain't worth nothing. Only my opinion. Nice shot by Joe. Well, thank you, Arlene. Much appreciated. I do try. I mean, the balance that Ben and I have on a microphone is I think is really good. Ben's got all the technical knowledge and how to run and mapping. He's got all of that pretty much down pat. Certainly well over, what my abilities are. Wow, Joe Spence getting the job done. So again, right there, it's anticlimactic, right? One miss by Aaron, Joe runs out that rack. Right now, if Aaron had won the first race to 4, we go to a shootout. That adds that excitement. That being said, the balance between Ben and I, his mapping ability, I try to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor. I'm a story time guy. I really like, stories and some details and all of those kinds of things. So I think we balance each other out really well on a microphone. It does get a little bit too much when I'm on the mic by myself because I am that story time guy. Yeah, we got drama. Joe demonstrated what a Fargo rate means. Indeed, right? You never give up at all. Good shooting. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate your ear. I appreciate your time tuning in. Without you guys, we couldn't do what we do. And believe me, it doesn't go unnoticed, hence why we're working so hard to get these deals done and get them done as soon as what we possibly can, because I'm dying over here. I want to be able to tell you exactly what's going on and what we're doing. So that being said, we're going to shut down, restart, get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. Don't go far. On behalf of Ben Francis, myself, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back.